Billy and Charlie have done it again. They've overstocked FX Caprera Auto Sales with a massive selection of high-quality, low-mileage, pre-owned inventory. With prices and payments so low, they defy imagination. FX Caprera Auto Sales needs and wants your trade and is willing to give you cash for it. Call 782-8436 now. Click on fxcaprera.com for more specials. Or come into FX Caprera Auto Sales across from FX Caprera Kia on Outer Washington Street in Watertown today.
Back here on the Atomic Power Racing Hour, where heat number 2 is on the speedway, and it's loaded with favorites who hope to score the win later tonight, including Tim Sears Jr., who will carry our onboard camera. Here with the call is Rich Black.
Sean Beardsley and Dale Caswell, a pair of drivers with feature wins at Can-Am this season, are on the front row. Charlie Sandercock, Joe Hall make up row number 2. Canadians Matt Vanderlinden and the Phil Potts 29 in row number 3. Tim Sears Jr., the winner here at Mohawk last year, along with Kelly Weiss in row number 4. A.J. Kingsley starts back in 9th into his outside. Joe Banks in the number 75. 10 more cars set to go 10 laps, and Sean Beardsley gets the good start as they rumble down the front stretch for the first time. Sean Beardsley out in front of the pack as they scramble for spot number 5. Matt Vanderlinden in the 09 down to the inside. He now looks on Joe Hall for spot number 4. Coming with him is Tim Sears Jr. in the 3T. Sears shuts it down on the bottom of the racetrack, makes it stick, and is now side by side with Joe Hall. Going after Matt Vanderlinden, another nice move, and Tim Sears is up into the redraw. Just like that, Tim Sears out of Clay, New York from 7th up to 4th. Phil Potts trying to do a similar maneuver on Matt Vanderlinden. Spin, the 3K of A.J. Kingsley comes around. Caution lights are on as the 3K of A.J. Kingsley spins around his potent ride. The veteran from Fulton, New York, with the issue in turn number 3.
Here is a late replay of the incident along with AJ's description of what happened.
It was just a little bit of mud. I mean, it was enough to really stop the car and turn it left, but my own fault. I was trying to get low to get under the 44. And
AJ has been doing a lot of racing this year, and not just in New York State.
it's always fun to race against new people, to travel anywhere you can. I mean, we did a couple races. We went to Raceway 7 in Pennsylvania, and we went to Sharon Speedway in Ohio, and with the Fast Track Series, and we just went out and we had some fun. I mean, it's all you can really do with racing.
He has one win to his credit already this season, that coming at the Fulton Speedway, a track his family owned and operated for many, many years. Tonight, though, he has rejoined us at the tail end of the field and has some work to do to make the redraw. And with the number of top names up near the front already, that will certainly be a tall order. 8 laps remaining in the second qualifying heat race, and the white flag is out, so let's send it back up to Rich.
Well, without a doubt, A.J. Kingsley going to have some work to do over the next 8 laps in order to get himself up to the front of the pack. Although he did start in position number 9 and was back there when he spun out. You've got to try something to get it forward. Sean Beardsley in the number 18, so good on the initial start, pulling in front of Dale Caswell. The great battles on the pack, back about 4th and 5th, as Tim Sears Jr. has been on the move early on in the 3T. The 29 of Phil Potts doing the same. You see him on the inside of row number 3, ready for this restart. Anything can break down. Green flag ready to fly. Sean Beardsley steps on the loud hammer, and we're back underway. Beardsley able to pull it single file on Caswell. Tim Sears going after Caswell for second, nearly makes contact with him. Sandercock lifts up the left front and rides it all the way down into turn number 3. Charlie Sandercock up on the cushion. Look at Joe Hall in the black 44, put it down to the inside. He moves up into spot number 5, getting by Phil Potts and wasting no time. The blue 3K of A.J. Kingsley. Down on the inside, he's already moved up a pair of positions since spinning out his 3K. Tim Sears Jr., Charlie Sandercock, they duke it out for position number 3. And as important as this battle is, they do not want to fall back in the clutches of Joe Hall for that 4th and final redraw position. Tim Sears a lot more steady and flat on the race car. On the inside of the racetrack he goes, but pushes the nose, slides the brakes, and Charlie Sandercock with the momentum on the outside of the racetrack, able to hold him off. Joe Hall, the 44, rides in spot number 5, just cannot close in on this battle for 3rd. Within 3 car lengths now is that machine, but still driving the nose up the racetrack, and Phil Potts within striking distance. Finally, Tim Sears able to clear Charlie Sandercock. It throws the 57 off his line, and here comes Joe Hall to the inside. Meanwhile, for the race lead, Dale Caswell has caught the 18 of Sean Beardsley. Beardsley up to the top of the racetrack now. That throws Caswell off his game, and Caswell is now 10, making 12 car lengths behind as they rumble through turn number 3. Dale Caswell was hitting his marks for 3-4 laps, now gets into this stretch where he's having a little bit of an issue trying to keep the R19 within striking distance of the race leader. Tim Sears has also been able to pull away in the 3rd place battle over Charlie Sandercock as the 18S of Sean Beardsley here with the final lap of the heat race competition. Caswell again hitting his marks in the R19, closes in on his fellow Central Square competitor, but off at turn number 4, it'll be enough for Sean Beardsley to pick up the win. Caswell crosses in 2nd. Also the redraw, Tim Sears Jr. and Charlie Sandercock rounding out the field. Hall, Potts, Kingsley, then Weiss and Vanderlinden, along with Joe Banks.
So Sean Beardsley does a nice job to hold off Dale Caswell for the heat race win, and reflected on how it felt with me afterwards.
Oh, this track's really fun. It's really fast. There's no lifting out there, and it feels like it's throwing us in the side of the seat all the way around.
No lifting, not even anything?
Not one bit. The only time I lifted was on that caution lap.
Okay. So how was the race car to you?
Oh, it was. I couldn't ask for a better car. The car actually handled absolutely perfect. It was flawless. It took me a couple laps to figure out how to get around there. Coming out of 4, I was cutting it a little too short, and I was looking at a tire a couple times, and then once I figured it out, I was good to go.
Sean Beardsley obviously is content with his car, but with heat races now complete, plenty of teams are now thrashing, trying to figure out how to get them to the front. We will chronicle those steps and get ready for the feature on the other side of this break.